talk about, but I probably should have come up with this one. I probably should have started. I might not started. Maybe, you know, brought this up before I talked about 2K because it's not really, not that important because it's games. So probably next time, put that below other topics. But I want to talk about, do you remember Delonte Wright? Delonte Wright, who got killed by a vet, a police officer, Kim Porter. That's her name. Because she mistakenly did not know a taser from a gun. A 25-year-old vet mistakenly could not tell the difference between a taser and a gun. The more you hear it, it's like the more you just like think to myself, this is some type of joke, or this is some type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Some type of like confused, confusion type / mystery. You're a 25-year-old vet, you don't know the difference between a taser and a gun. But I digress. But she's been charged, or she's facing charges of first-degree manslaughter, which is great. I hope she gets it. Because you killed a person. And basically people will say, oh, he was not complying. You mean to tell me you couldn't, oh, you know what? I'm going to lose it. I'm going to like start screaming, but I can't. I'm recovering. I'm only now getting better. My breathing pattern is crazy. And I'll just choke and fall right now and just pass out. But let me calm down. So, they say Delonte Wright was struggling. He wasn't complying with the cops. Ladies and gentlemen, there were 5 cops in the scene. 5. You mean to tell me one man? No, I mean, he's not even that. If you look at the pictures, he's not like a buff man. He's thin, like very, very thin. 5 cops could not restrain him. No, for by the FYI, she's no more a cop. She's a former police chief. She was a police chief. A police chief. 25 years, probably 25 years in the force. 25 years. And you could not, you know what? I'm gonna get mad. But she's facing first-degree manslaughter, which is great. And I hope she gets it. Cops need to be accountable for their actions. Because, and this was not even to kill nobody. He just had warrants. He had a warrant. Ladies and gentlemen, a warrant ended up in somebody dying. He didn't shoot nobody, he didn't kill nobody. He had a warrant. And basically they went to stop him. I think they stopped their car. I think they stopped his car because the licensing had expired. And it ended up in losing his life. Which then leads me on to, let me actually finish it off. I hope she gets it. And I hope cops are watching. I really do, because next time your actions, you should learn how to, deal with the environment, or how do you call it, the scene, before you act upon it. I really hope cops are watching. But moving on, which then leads me to this one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't hear the news, a former Marine has been arrested for having a shootout. Firstly, a shootout with the police. Firstly, he killed 4 people, including a baby and a mother and a grandmother in Lakeland, Florida. Not only that, he had a shootout with the police. And then after that, he surrendered. And after that, he was taken taken to jail. I think he was arrested and he was taken away. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He was alive. Now, why am I bringing this up? What if he was black? Now, I don't want to be political about this because I do like talking politics sometimes. But what happens if he was black? And this is what people are asking, especially Black Americans or African Americans are asking you, what happens if he was black? Because there's always something with Black Americans, with Black African Americans. Ladies and gentlemen, he was a former Marine. And I want to actually bring this up, but I just want people to realize he was not black. He was a white male. And he was able to kill 4 people, and have a standoff with the police, shooting at the police officers. And he was able to live and just be arrested because he stopped shooting. Where's white America? I actually want white America to actually, find us. But hopefully it got coverage. Don't know if it got coverage, but I hope white Americans can answer me this question. Why didn't this man die? Why was he taken alive? He shot a baby, right? Because we don't like shooting babies. Because if a black person does it, he should have been dead. We don't like shooting babies. He killed people. And he fired at cops. He had a standoff with the cop before surrender. But as you white Americans say, or some white Americans say, some, not all white Americans, I say some white Americans say, oh, why you should have complied with the cops. You should have surrendered. But yet, here's a person who's who's suffering. With like PTSD. He's a former Marine. A former Marine. He's probably suffering from PTSD. I know you're going to use that argument. Oh, man, he was just suffering from PTSD. Marines have it hard. Which begs to question, there was also an incident where a Marine, a black Marine, who's probably suffering the same symptoms as Brian Riley, he got killed by the police. A man that served, an African-American soldier who served in the military, got killed by the police. And he had a gun. Brian Riley had a gun. Police deemed that he was dangerous and killed him. But Brian Riley, who killed people and shot at the police, is not. I hope this story, was in the news cycle. I really do. I really hope it was in the news cycle. But knowing some white media, it probably wasn't. Make it make sense, y'all. A African American Marine. Oh, I don't think maybe he was a Marine. I think he was a soldier. Served in the military. I think he served in he served. He did tours in Afghanistan, and I think he, suffering PTSD. Same as Ryan Riley over here. Ryan Riley, PTSD. Black Marine, Black soldier, PTSD. One's dead, one's alive. So so white America, what do you say about that? You tell me. I forgot the name of that soldier, but this was during last year. PTSD. Suffering PTSD, same um as the former this Marine over here. Ladies and gentlemen, he came with body armor, a gun, killed people, killed a baby, and had a shooting at the cops. And he can't he's alive. It can make sense. I want to really know what White America thinks. I really want to know. I really want to know. I really do want to know. I really want to know. I really want to know because it's such hypocrisy that you hear from white America when they talk about, African Americans that, end up being dead. So you kill, you surrender, it's okay. Black person, black person gets arrested at a traffic stop. He's struggling because he doesn't know what's going to happen to him. He dies. Okay. I see. I see how that goes. I see. I'm just sad I didn't start my platform early during the BMO moment. That time my voice was okay. I wasn't suffering. Because there were some stories that you were just like, make it make sense. And remember, in the beginning of the year, what happened? What happened? What happened with the January? With what happened in DC? What happened? What happened? America, white America, what happened? I thought you know those type of people. It's incredible. But anyway, moving on.